Welcome, here I've got XIAOMI Mi 11i and I'm gonna show you how to use the camera promote at this device. Let's start by tapping on the camera button to open it, and for now we are on standard photo mode, so we have to change it. Let's do it by using this settings bar and just simply going to the left to Pro. Here we are. This mode gives us possibilities to choose some shooting parameters by ourselves. This is useful when we want to learn photographic skills or making experiments with photography. So let me start with this settings bar. Let's go from the right. The first one option here is the lens. We are on wide lens. We can pick also at the center here ultra wide. So this is how it changes the view. And the macro. Now let's stay on the wide and move to the second option, the exposure compensation. Here we can manage the light of our picture. We are now on 0 parameter. By going to the right on slider, we can make our picture more bright. By going to the left, we can make it more dark. Of course, to go back to auto exposure compensation, we have to slide to 0. Now let's move to the next one button. Here we have the ISO. So we can control camera's sensitivity to light. We can make it less sensitive from 50 or more sensitive to 6 and 4000. So this is really wide spectrum like this kind of camera, and it's really pro. And we can of course go back to auto ISO by tapping now on a letter button from the left. Let's move to the next one option, the shutter speed. Here we can change the time of taking picture, and we can make it shorter on the slider by going to the left from 1 and 4000 of second. So it should be definitely better to objects that are in good light, for example in move, to frozen them at the picture. By going to the right, we can make our time much longer. The longest here is 30 seconds, definitely better to objects that are stable. And of course, when we need to go back to auto shutter speed, we have to tap on a letter button from the left. But I want to show you one extra thing here connected with these three options. So let's start with the shutter speed and the ISO. When we adjust it manually together, the exposure compensation now is locked, because the shutter speed and the ISO together can manage the light of our picture. As you can see, this is how to use it, and we don't need this parameter. And now let's move to the right corner. When we tap to this button, we get access to more options about the camera we can manage, and one of this is the exposure verification button only in the Pro mode. So just one tap to turn it on, another tap to turn it off. And now let me keep it turned on. Now we can check if we correctly adjust our light and our exposure. So when we go and give to our photo too much light, it shows us these areas of the photos that are overexposed, and when we give it less light and the parts of the picture are too dark, it shows us these blue signs on the areas where we need to give to our camera more light. So this is really useful also to learn how to correctly adjust the exposure compensation by using the shutter speed or ISO, or just exposure compensation, because it works also by when we use only this button, as you can see. And now let's go again to the right corner, turn off the exposure verification, and move again to this settings bar to the next one parameter, the focusing. Now we are on auto. By using this slider, we can change it to M, to manual focus, and we can pick where our focusing should be on our picture as we need. And here also, when we go to the right corner button, we get access also in the Pro mode only to the focus picking button option. So just one tap to turn it on and off, and when we have it turned on, it shows us the red signs where is our focusing and if it is correctly adjusted. Also it works on auto. Now let's turn this off, and as you can see, I go back to autofocus by tapping again on a letter button from the left. So let's move to the next one option, the white balance. Here we can manage the temperature of our picture. It depends from the light we have and in the area where we take a photo. So we can pick the tungsten light, daylight, white fluorescent light, and the cloudy light. And when we go to the last one button, we get access to extra slider, and here we can manage our white balance in Kelvin degrees manually. So by going to the right, we can make it more warm, as you can see. By going to the left, we can make it more cold. So this is kind of balance between the warm and cold tones of our picture, the blue and the orange light. And of course, we can easily go back to auto white balance by tapping on a letter button from the left. But I want to show you also that when we adjust all of these settings together manually, we don't have to separately go back to these A buttons to auto settings. We have one extra button which appears here from the left. When we tap on it, we can reset all these parameters to the beginning, to the default values, so we can start using this from the beginning now, and this is really easy. And now let's move to this settings bar at the top. I want to show you the second from the left button. Here we can pick the metering, frame average, spot metering, and also the center weighted. When we tap to the third button from the left, we get access to some extra settings. Usually they are adjusted after we take the photo, not before, and here this camera gives us possibility to do it before, so we can change the saturation of our colors and make our picture more saturated or less saturated and go to kind of black and white picture, so this is also really cool. The contrast, so more or less contrasted picture, and also the sharpness. And here we can also easily go back to auto settings with that by just reset this from the left here. And now let's move again to the right corner. I want to show you the last one option here on the settings bar, the RAW format. So just one tap to turn it on and off, and this is really pro feature because now when we take the picture, we don't save it on JPEG, we save it on RAW, and this format is used by professional photographers to saving more details at our picture and post-producing them in graphic programs. So this is really pro feature here. Now let's turn this off and let's move to the camera preview and to this button from the left with I letter. So when we tap here, we can read about all of these parameters. I think this is also useful because you can learn from this in your own language, for example. Now let's move back and let me use all of these settings to take a picture. So let's start with white balance now, maybe the tungsten light, the focusing. As you can see, I don't have really well conditions to taking photos, so let's stay on auto, and the shutter speed here, the ISO maybe here, and as I said, the exposure compensation now is locked. So let's move to lens and pick, for example, the ultra wide, and maybe let me use also these settings with saturation and give it more saturate and more contrast and more sharpness. Now to see the picture, let's move to the left to the button that follows us straight to the gallery. This is how it looks like. As you can see, it's not perfect. So I suggest you to just making experiments with all of the settings and have a good fun. Thanks for watching, subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.